Let us say this. The most effective way coaches can really coach with empathy could be or is to blend, the most effective way coaches can coach is to blend empathy with deep understanding of the coaching process. Two statements have been made here. One is to blend empathy with the next one, understanding of the coaching process. So it will not end with empathy, but with deep understanding of the coaching process. This will lead me to discuss what I call meeting learners with where they are, with the tools to help them to advance. Meeting learners to where they are, with the tools to help them advance. Another way of saying it is the process of making great coaching with empathy. The process of making of great coaching with empathy. Know it now that good coaching know when to step back, allowing the client to take the lead. They are masters of holding the space for exploration without imposing their own ideas. These coaches understand that the best way to help is often by simply being present, offering support without pressure, and providing guidance without direction. Now, to know more about the roles empathy plays in coaching, let's look at these processes of making a great coaching with empathy. Number one process is understanding what empathy is. Knowing that the spelling of empathy is E-M-P-A-T-Y does not mean you know the meaning. Even knowing the definition of empathy does not mean you still know the meaning. There are many things we know their definition, but we don't know really what they mean. So understanding digests it, pieces it, makes it to assimilate easily in us. We have to understand what empathy is and what empathy is also not, because understanding what empathy is not can help us to understand what empathy is better. Empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is an observation and acceptance of what someone else is going through, and often includes an internal feeling of pity for the other person. Why empathy is not so? Empathy, on the other hand, is shown by providing compassion to one another, understanding how the other person feels, even those feelings are not explicitly communicated. Empathy is sharing the emotional experience of the other person or the other couple, rather than seeing the feelings as an outsider or just leveling it. And this is actually what we do when we sympathize with people. We really see the feeling as an outsider and just level it as it is a pity. That's what sympathy is. But that's not what empathy is. Hello? Empathy is sharing that emotional experience of other people rather than seeing that feelings from the external side. Now, how does this thing go? How does a coach tap into empathy to make those important connections I have just said with the learner? First thing first, availability. The first thing the coach does to tap into empathy, to make those important connections with the learner, is to make himself available first, to be present, to have to do a great deal of active listening, and to allow himself to be vulnerable too. That's when you build authentic connection And when you do such, it imparts coaching in a really great way. This is process 1. Process 2 is connecting through empathy to learn more about your learner. Now, empathy can be a conduit pipe of connecting to your learner to know more or to learn more about your learner. Using empathy to build relationship can be the gateway to finding out more about your learner. Get this again, I will repeat this. Using empathy to build relationship can be the gateway to finding out more about your learner. When connections are deep, it is possible to go deeper into the assessment and get the heart of why they are in the place they are or the thing they are going through and what's holding them also back. When a coach leads with empathy or coaches with empathy, learners will be more open to share. I see this every now and then. When people lead with empathy, their learners open up. Their learners open up and share their problem. And look at some of these questions now. What they are most excited about. What motivates them. What brings them into this. What challenges them. What do they laugh at. What do they smile at. What do they weep at. What do they cry at. If I'm interviewing people, I normally ask most of these questions. How they feel about anticipated challenges. What unexpected challenges are possible, and how would they deal with each of these scenarios or those scenarios. What they are giving up by committing to complete their program. Now, when coaches who lead with empathy will be able, when they are able to use some of these questions, it helps them a lot. Why? It helps them a lot what? To connect through empathy so as to learn more about the learner. Inciting questions can be a gateway of learning. Coaches who lead by empathy know how to ask insightful question, please. Insightful question. INSIGHTFUL question. Insightful, not inciting. Inciting is INCITING. That is not good. Number 3. Number 3 process. We are looking at the processes. We are looking at the processes of making great coaching with empathy. We have discussed process 1, process 2, look at process 3. Make them express themselves freely. Make them express themselves freely. Coaching with empathy support each individual to come up with a path forward for themselves, and by giving them space and time to talk through their options and their potential roadblocks. Now, if you're a coach who is not allowing the people to express themselves freely, they will have a roadblocks in their heart and they won't express it to you. They will have problems, they won't tell you their problem, and then the system is suffering. The system is suffering. They will have challenges, they will not, but they will allow the thing to going down the drain. So coaching with empathy support each individual to come up with a path forward, what to do to move forward, by giving them a space and time to talk through their options and their potential roadblock. Any organization or group or association or club or union that is not moving forward, that is a roadblock. Members have decided to block what can make them to move forward. Not that the members don't know what to do. And that is always because the leader is not being seen as a person leading with empathy. Now let me give you an example. Around 2011 or 2010, I can't really remember. Was it that? No, I don't think. I think it's around even 2015. It's around 2015 or 16. A football club in the Rivers State here had a very big challenge at the Rivers United. Yes, in this challenge, early morning the coach, chief coach, called me and told me that I should get to the camp and talk to the boys, that is the players. Are you getting the point? Okay. Now, and that was early morning. I was already preparing to travel to Rivers State. It was around 8 o'clock. He called me, and from his voice, he was not happy. Literally, he was really bitter and literally cried. That I should go and talk to the boys. That have I tried to look at the scoreboard? I said no. You know what you mean by scoreboard? Their league board, league score.
Yes.
You know, every day they play match. The NPL, Nigerian Premier League, which that team was also playing. 20 teams play Premier League in Nigeria every year. Those topmost league. Also, the other ones play their own league. He said, I didn't look at it, that I should please Google and check the scoreboard. That the team is going relegation. The law of relegation is that the last 3 teams that finishes the league will join the lower team. So if you are in Premier League, which is League 1, and you are number 18, number 19, number 20, they will drop you to join Division 2. And the first 3 in Division 3, Division 2, will climb up to take on space. So when I checked, it was a terrible thing. They were already on 18 or 19. He told me that they have 2 more matches in men. It's either 2 or 3, and that they are already bad in the scoreboard. So I told him I'm traveling. He said, please, if I should do anything. I cancelled my travel. I'm still in the house. I got to my office, picked one of my staff, moved to Elikaya, to their camp. So I get into their camp, the boys we are outside eating mama produce and that to pleasant around after 9 or to 10 or thereabout, or maybe after 10. So I told them, hey, make all of you enter the compound. I'm coming for you people. They said, I said, yes. I'm coming for you. I have a message for you. Let all of you. So they start connecting themselves. They start walking into their camp. I say, all of you in the hall. I want to have you there in the hall. They all entered the hall. I stay outside and they all entered the hall. Immediately they entered the hall, I closed the door. I asked them to sit. Then I pick up a stool. My staff with me. I asked them, why do you people want to go down? I was called by your coach to come and talk to you people. I want you people to talk to me. You are not talking to the governor. That time Wike was governor. You are not talking to the governor. And whatever you are going to talk is not to favor to him, but to me. You are not talking to your coach. Whatever you are going to say is not to him, it is me, not to any person. Now, I supposed to be in the world, but I have cancelled it because of you. You need to know the sacrifice I have already put on ground just to come and talk to you. So I want you to express yourself. Tell me why you want to go relegation. So some of them are carrying their shares on the ground, lying down. Some are sitting on the ground, everything. They open up. What am I speaking about? When you are coaching with empathy, it makes the individual to come up with pathway forward. Are you getting it? Pathway forward for themselves. And what I was doing that time is to offer them space and time to talk through their options and what is constituting their roadblock. Did you get the point? Okay. You will be marveled what these boys said with their mouths. Each and every one of them literally talk. Some talk 2 times, some talk 3 times. And as they are talking, some were talking with venom, bitterness. Some were talking with anger that they don't care, even if they are the last. Some have talked with the interest that even if fear is crushed, they are not bothered. And each point they talked, I keep writing, and my staff is also writing. So at the end, I show them a 30 minutes video or the workshop. Then I begin to ask them questions. How many of you know Messi? They will point out their hand. How many of you know this? How many of you know Hazard? How many of you know this? Okay, each of you tell me who is your role model. So I begin to say, I took them through a long journey to re-engineer their thinking. And at the end of the day, I taught them not to be seeing your career as to end with Rivers United, number 1. Number 2, don't be seeing yourself as representing a slot. The grievances you have recorded must be thrashed out today. But this is what I want you to have at the back of your mind as to help you. You have already raised your anger. Then I excused them out and brought in their handlers to sit and to tell me their own problem. Are you getting it? Now when their handlers also enumerated their own problem, I now tallied it with what they have said. And now I also asked them that this is it, this is it, this is it. And then I joined them finally at the last session. And in the next few days, they went for March. This thing happened around Thursday or Friday. In the next day, Monday, they traveled to a place they call Remo and played with a team called Remo United. They were in the field and they scored 3-0. Their coach called me on, not their coach, their captain, used the phone and called me in a time you moved that they have scored 3-0. I said, that is the spirit. What do people promise me? Because at the end, they promise that no matter what happens, since you have talked to us and you will solve our problem, the next matches, we will do everything to win them. And they win the whole of their matches. And the people that we are already on 18th or 19th ended up around 10.
What about their coach?
Are you getting it?
Yes.
I talked to their handlers now, that is their coach.
Yes.
I talked to their coach because they were over 15. The handlers were over 15, including the coach. Now, you see that good coaching creates room with empathy, and this supports each individual to come up. Now, you discover what the coach was not doing is this. He was not creating room
Them to express themselves.
good to come up with the path forward. Because if he was doing that, this boy would have told them before me that they have something against me. Because that day they enumerated a lot of things they have against the chief handlers. This is wonderful. They enumerated, which means they would have enumerated and it would have solved long ago. One of the things they said is that different cars we have bought for them, not the same car. I said this is a very big problem. You don't buy different cars for a team. You buy the same model, the same color, the same brand.
Because they are obviously costs, they are different, and that can create.
Because once there is a difference in color, they read meaning. Once they are different in brand, they read meaning. And a whole lot of them, the compensation, they complain that many people were compensated with some allowances, why some we are not. So the other ones not compensated, pick offense. Some said that their sign-up dues have not been fully paid. So all these discrepancies. So when you can let them know, hey, I have been there and you are not alone, and really mean it, it enhances connection and strengthens the progress that they can make. So good coaching requires you to be this. Hey, I have been there and you are not alone. I can feel what you feel. It enhances your connection with them and strengthens the progress that you can achieve. The fourth one is provide space for them to visualize your ideal future. Coaching with empathy provides a place and time for helping individuals see their future, their far future. It is not about coaching, it's not about the coach telling them what to do. It is not about the coach agreeing with their decision they make. It is about the coach asking them questions and listening. Have you considered? When I ask them, what do you know about Messi? They come up with different things. He's a footballer. What do you know about this? I know he plays for this team. Now, can you connect your life with him? I haven't think of it. Which of them do you like to be like? Some say different things. Okay, do you have the video of them? No. Do you watch them? If there is match, then I tell them, you are not serious. Do you know what you'll be doing from now? They say, what? Now, how many of you say they like Maradona? They raise their hand. I want you this week to go and buy all the videos of Maradona match. All the videos of Maradona match. And begin to watch him play. As you watch him on that video, try to be learning certain things he's doing. Now, how many of you like Ronaldo? Those ones raise up their hand. Now, I want you to go and buy videos where Ronaldo features. Don't buy any other one. And watch how he plays. And make him your role model. Don't be a player just being a player. Pick somebody above you. Make him your model. Now, how many of you like JJ? They pick. Okay, now go and pick footballs in games. JJ play. Learn him. Study him. Don't be watching video for watching sake. They start nodding. Have somebody you say you like his style and make him your role model. Don't be watching football for watching sake. You see Arsenal play, you start watching. Always watch with an interest of who is playing that you like his style and learn the style the person is using. That makes you to learn your own game. So I was providing a space for them to visualize their ideal future. Did you get it? Providing a space to make them to know. Now, how do a consultant provide a space for him to visualize his ideal future? Many years ago, I was living in Lagos. It was around after 1 or thereabouts or after 12 in the night. An interviewer was asking a question. He asked the person the question and the person defined the thing, entrepreneurship. The interviewer said, okay, let me put a call to Pato Tommy and ask him the definition of this. He pressed a phone and it shocked me. How can an interviewer say, let me put a call to a man in his own house to ask him a definition of what somebody that is with him has just defined? I said, this is a place to be. Did you get it? It is not any kind of person you can say, let me find his opinion. Saying, let me find the opinion of somebody means that you regard him as the encyclopedia in that person. You regard him as the best authority to give you a guideline. Are you getting it? So it is like that in every space of life. There are people, their understanding of a thing gives a definition to that thing. So I start telling myself, this was around 2003 or 2. I said, from henceforth, I will be authority in everything I do. So in coaching, Try to provide a space for your learner, the space to visualize their ideal tomorrow. Number 3, fifth process. Others' perspectives is vital empathically. Understand that others' perspective is vital empathically. So you create a room to allow your learner's perspective to be seen or to be looked into. Listen to other person's perspectives. Verbally reflect, react, questions what you hear. When I ask them questions, I always, when they answer, I ask them what they answer. Did you say this? They said that they are not happy. I will not allow it. I said, did you say you are not happy? They confirm what they say. We call it re-questioning. When you ask people questions to re-ask, it does not mean that you didn't hear it. It means you are having it the second time. You are making that person to have another perspective of what he has just said, so that you also will become sure. So verbally react, verbally reflect, react, question what you hear, to check to see if you got it right. That is why I ask, do you mean you are not happy? Do you mean you know what to do? Do you mean they didn't pay you? Don't allow people to end without reacting them their what they say. Or if they want to add some. Now when you react people question, if there is additions, they normally come up with the addition that time. Empathetic coaches don't judge choices and decisions. When people give you choices or decisions they have taken, don't judge them wrong. Don't judge them wicked. Don't judge them bad. It makes them, and don't show any sign of judging them. Stay neutral and be available to provide options that haven't been considered. My journey that day is to stay neutral and to provide options that have not been considered by the coaches, by the team, or even by government, who are their employers. Trust that the persons you are talking to knows what best for them. As I allow them to talk, I trust that they know what is best for them. After all, I'm not a footballer. They know best what is most suitable for them. After all, I'm not their coach or their handler. But talking to them as a privileged coach is to help them to know how to solve their problem by knowing what is the best decision for them. And they took it. And that decision was, we have to do everything not to go relegated. Number 7 process. Resonate with what the learner is facing. When they complain that we have been owed our sign-off fee, we have a problem, I try to feel what it is like. You sign me up last 6 months, last 8 months. You haven't paid my 2 million naira sign-up. I feel their feelings. It helps them to know that. It helps me to feel why they are angry. So recognize the emotions and the challenges they are undergoing. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow yourself to resonate with whatever your learner is facing. Stay grounded. Use transparency to name your own feeling if you have to, and share something authentic that brings the focus to them. Reassure presence. Reassure presence for support. While coaching with empathy, always reassure that you are present to support, and that you will also be present to support, and that you will be also available to make sure that whatever thing should be done should be done. Let them know that you are available to support them moving forward, and at the same time however that looks, that it is important to move into the solution too quickly. Each time we are training people in organization, we always make sure for them to know that we are not just going to train and leave. We are staying back. Any day you can call on us. Are you getting it? Anytime we are training people, we always tell them, feel free to call and explain any of your challenges. Because people do not learn exactly at the time of teaching. Are you getting it? People learn even many days, even many weeks. Sometimes they may be doing something different. They remember, they say, oh, was it what that man was saying last 5 months? Now they understand that. Now, what if that man or that person don't have access to reaching you? He may not confirm. But if he had access to reaching you, you can say, so was it what you told us that day? I just have experience today. This. You say, exactly. Or not. Or you can moderate it. So always reassure your learner that there is presence for support. Let them know that you are available to support them moving forward. At the same time, however that looks, that it's important to have the solution to quickly. The learner might simply need more time to talk, to think, or just give. Process number 9, we are looking at processes for doing great coaching with empathy. Empathetic coach is not know it all, even including you. Which means coaches that are empathetic does not need to be God. They don't need to know everything. They are not ITK, I know it all. But they understand that you don't have they must understand also that they don't have the whole answer. In other words, they should allow transparency to be an important tool, and whatever they don't know, they should be able to say, I really don't know this, or why this work in this way. Now, this is a great time to state your role as a coach, and that you are not God. And if appropriate, call out the fact that you aren't there to supply answer. Coaches are not there to supply answer, but to help the learner consider options. When I went to that place there, I didn't supply answers or try to supply, but all I did is to help them to consider options. And one of the options is that each of these things we have said, we are going to trash them out now. Now, among all of you, what do you think that will be done to this issue? This person have complained. This issue number 2, how do you think we can complain? The people came up with the solution to everything. That means if they have been given opportunity, they would have come up with solution to what was ailing the team, making them to have problems. And now the other ones now will bring their handlers, and their handlers also on themselves solve their own problem. And by the time when we jam them, what remains gray become clear. So empathetic coaching is not know it all. I didn't provide answers, but to make them to see eye to eye, but to help them to conduct the option and support them in exploring the best next step for them. Number 10, processes. You are human, be that human. Tap into similar place when you felt those emotions, when you felt into those emotions or felt overwhelmed. This may be easy to do, or it may be outside your comfort zone. Tap into similar place when you felt those emotions or felt overwhelmed. This may be easy to do, or it may be outside your comfort zone. You can remain professional and still use empathy. Number 11, help learners plan for themselves. Very, very critical one. Now, one of the duty of coaches is to help learners by providing them support and guidance, And one of the support tools you can ever think of in life is planning. Help learners to plan their futures for themselves. Help them plan their careers for themselves. And that is why advice can be stayed. You can throw advice as suggestion, but not as a recommendation. Provide the support for the learners to create a plan for themselves. As a supporter and as a guider, you are there to make sure that the learner has all the information they need to make a decision. You can also help them to tap into their own motivation to take action. For instance, when I ask them, who do you look up to in your career, I am creating a motivation for them, because a role modeling is a motivational tool. When you have somebody you look up for something, it becomes a form of motivation. Allowing the space for them to make that choice on their own ensures value and a greater likelihood of following through. When you connect authentically, you open the door for people to share what is really going on. You have earned them the right to come in and ask them, what do you plan to do? So you help them to plan for themselves. It is them that have to do that. And when you have earned that, you have made them to ask what they plan to do. Number 12 is trust. They know what is best for them. Do not assume that learners do not know what is best for them. You may experiment them. Honor the fact that everyone deals with pain and difficulty in different ways. Honor the fact that everyone deals with pains and difficulty in different ways. This one can be tough. You may be able to offer resources that you know are great, but those resources may not be the best fit for the person you are working with. It's worth repeating. You have to trust that they know what best for their life and for themselves. Now, I'm going to leave this here. This is a powerful tool for coaching. This 1 to 12 is a powerful process. While laying a groundwork in empathy, gives you access to real communication. Continuing and staying in the empathy gives the individual the opportunity and the space to fill it out for himself. This is a powerful process for whatever the learner is dealing with, but it also fosters growth. And I say empathetic coaching strategy bring each learner to a place where they have skills. I will stop it here so that you ask questions and be able to know what you have learned.